Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to more of the Texas floods, and yeah, a video of, I guess, someone who has got footage of different areas that have been flooded or just this region. But obviously now I've seen the reports that over 100 people have passed away. It's just got so much worse than obviously you initially thought. When I first saw it, I saw it as 20 people, and that's horrific. Like, it's just such a terrible series of events. And then just to see it really unfold and just to really understand how it happened, just how bad it's got, it's just shocking. And I mean, yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like people maybe now, like, sort of turning their eyes to, I don't know, people, I don't know who sort of controls it, but weather-related systems or whatever it is. I'm seeing, obviously, yeah, there's a lot of outrage, and rightly so, because it's just such a terrible thing to happen. And yeah, just looking more into this pretty much. I mean, looking at this footage here already is just shocking, but there's just so much to this. I think, yeah, over the next few weeks we'll probably understand a bit more. But what is even scarier, or from what I've been seeing, is the risk of more rain. I don't know if it's directly this region that's going to get hit or whatever, but from what I've seen on the news, there is more rain being forecast in certain areas, like sort of, yeah, I guess here. So yeah, I mean, God knows. Now I guess at least there's now an idea of what could happen, so maybe people will be a lot more aware. But yeah, it's obviously terrible. My thoughts are with everyone affected by this. Rest in peace to everyone who's sadly lost their lives to this, because it's just such a horrible thing. Again, all life is equal, right? Like, loss of life to anyone is so sad. But when you see stories of, like, kids going camping, you know, you're going to like a club with your friends or scouts club or whatever, and you lose your life because of something so that you're just not prepared for, it's just such a horrible thing to happen. So yeah, obviously my thoughts are with everyone, like I said previously. But we're going to check this out and see, I guess, more of what these floods led to in terms of the damage caused and things like this. So I guess this was just a trailer park, unless these trailers have just been pulled there. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Look how fast the water's moving. I can't fucking wrap my head around it. It's literally like this looks like the fucking, like, what you get in like tsunamis and stuff. If not, I mean, I don't know if it's worse, but like tsunami sort of, I guess it is like a tsunami effect in a sense of the rivers like overflowing and stuff. But
there's people in it.
yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane.
Please tell me you're getting this on video. Yeah, kid's over.
What do you do in that situation? Did these people survive,
the
by the way?
recent flooding in central Texas has resulted in the tragic loss of over 90 lives, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in the state's recent history. Among the deceased are 28 children, and dozens remain missing as rescue and recovery operations continue. Kerr County sustained the brunt of the devastation, especially at Camp Mystic, a girls' Christian summer camp established in 1926 along the Guadalupe River.
Poor girls,
the camp
man.
suffered heartbreaking losses, with 27 confirmed fatalities and 10 campers, plus one counselor, still unaccounted for. A profound figure in this calamity was Dick Eastland, the camp's owner, who lost his life during courageous rescue efforts. Despite the rapidly rising floodwaters, he persisted in evacuating children and ensuring their safety until swept away. His selflessness and bravery embody the human spirit confronting overwhelming peril.
Look at just the fucking ferocity of that. Oh my days.
The flooding
Thing is,
began
I was thinking those girls were camping, but they weren't. I guess based on those images, they were staying in like in a building, like there's like a group bedroom or something, which just makes it even crazier. They weren't even like just camping; they were literally just staying in, like they were sleeping in a building, and they still fucking. I mean, they still got so unlucky and so unfortunate.
during the early hours of July 4th, when a torrential downpour delivered between...
Whoa, what the fuck?
The flooding began during the early hours of July 4th, when a torrential downpour delivered between 5 and 11 inches of rain over a matter of hours. In the
What the
town of
fuck?
Hunt, the Guadalupe River rose approximately 26 feet in 45 minutes, overwhelming gauges and local infrastructure. Further downstream in Kerrville, water levels neared 29 feet, approaching historic heights last recorded in 1987. Flash flood warnings were issued, but the extreme speed and force of the floodwaters left residents little time to evacuate, exacerbating the toll. Meteorological analysis identified the flood's cause as a stalled mesoscale convective system that drew tropical moisture from remnants of Tropical Storm Barry. A stationary front and an upper-level trough produced repeated storm cells passing over the same areas, a phenomenon known as training. The region's steep, porous limestone terrain accelerated runoff, converting heavy rain into a rapidly moving destructive surge. Such terrain, characterized by thin soil and karst features, limits water absorption, thereby intensifying surface flooding.
But I assume there's no idea that this could happen, right? This level of devastation. What did this look like before? I can't even imagine. Whoa, the bridge is just getting swept away. What the fuck? That is mental.
The flood's physical and economic damage is vast. Roads and bridges across Kerr and neighboring counties were destroyed or blocked by debris. Over 140 bridges and culverts are undergoing structural safety inspections. Several water treatment facilities sustained critical damage, prompting boil water advisories affecting thousands of residents. Power outages impacted more than 20,000 homes, with utility crews working continuously to restore electricity. The projected economic losses are estimated in the hundreds of millions of dollars, significantly affecting agriculture, tourism, and local businesses that form the backbone of the region's economy. Amid the overwhelming destruction, the response of emergency crews and local communities has been extraordinary.
What the fuck? Was that kid just saved
Response
from
of
the
emergency crews and local
No
communities
way.
has been extraordinary. Over 400 first
Holy
responders
shit.
mobilized swiftly, executing more than 850 rescues within 36 hours. Utilizing boats, helicopters, and drones, rescue teams saved numerous lives despite dangerous conditions. One of the most heroic acts during the devastating floods was that of Julian Ryan, a 27-year-old father from Ingram, Texas. He tragically lost his life while valiantly saving his family. Despite sustaining a severe injury while ensuring their escape, he prioritized their safety before succumbing to his wounds.
Wow.
His selfless courage has been deeply honored by the community as a powerful symbol of bravery amid this disaster. May his soul
Respect
rest
to you,
in
my
peace.
friend.
They are
Rest in
evacuating
peace.
us due to flooding, and I would say that that's important right now. That river is not supposed to be there.
Y'all, look at this. Oh my god. Crazy. We drove over to this parking lot that has this lookout. There's other people here doing.
Is that just someone's house?
Volunteer
Bloody
groups,
hell.
faith organizations, and local businesses rapidly organized to provide food, shelter, clothing, and emotional support to displaced residents. The Texas Department of State Health Services deployed mental health professionals to offer counseling and trauma support for survivors and first responders, recognizing the psychological toll of such disasters. Community members worked tirelessly alongside emergency personnel, coordinating debris removal, resource distribution, and logistical support. These collective acts of courage and compassion highlight the resilience and unity sustaining the region in the aftermath of catastrophe. On July 6th, Governor Greg Abbott declared disaster zones across multiple counties and designated a statewide day of mourning. The president issued a federal disaster declaration activating FEMA and Department of Homeland Security resources
this.
and
It's like the
announcing a
ocean.
forthcoming
What the
visit to the
fuck?
affected region. NOAA committed to installing advanced river gauge networks and upgrading radar systems throughout the hill country to improve early warning and lead times for flash floods. Texas allocated $9.5 million in funding to enhance flood alert infrastructure and river monitoring, while federal agencies are reviewing emergency staffing, communication systems, and disaster response readiness to address vulnerabilities exposed by this event.
Again, tried to go Facebook Live, but there is no connection down here.
Just dragging it along like it's nothing.
Anyway, that's the Guadalupe River. It's way high. My
Look at the
house is
fucking.
flooded.
Look at the fucking water here.
Search and
That is absolutely insane. It literally is just fucking.
Guadalupe River. It's
Look at it. Look how
way high. My house is flooded.
how rough that water is.
Search and recovery efforts continue with divers and sonar teams scanning debris-choked waterways. Structural engineers are meticulously assessing over 140 bridges and culverts to determine safety and repair priorities. Restoring power and clearing roads remain critical objectives. The rebuilding process is anticipated to last several months. Schools in the region have added grief counselors to support students and families coping with loss and trauma. Researchers at Texas Tech University are analyzing rainfall,
Look at
terrain,
that,
and
what
flood
the
data
fuck?
to refine predictive models aimed at improving future forecasts and emergency preparedness. Camp Mystic's board has announced plans for structural improvements, redesigned evacuation routes, and enhanced floodplain engineering measures based on comprehensive assessments. Counseling services remain available for survivors, campers, staff, and emergency responders. Expressions of condolence have come from leaders worldwide, recognizing the tragedy's profound impact and the community's strength in adversity. A statewide hotline coordinates rebuilding assistance, and volunteers continue mobilizing across affected counties to aid in recovery efforts.
Wait, what the fuck? Is that just like a naturally formed? Naturally, is that like a formed fucking waterfall from this? Look at all that debris. My god. The wildlife as well is going to be
This
absolutely
disaster,
destroyed.
which has claimed nearly 100 lives, exposes critical gaps in early warning systems, forecasting capacity, and infrastructure resilience in a region vulnerable to flash flooding. Experts note that the frequency and intensity of such extreme rainfall events are consistent with climate change projections. Warmer atmospheric temperatures enable air to hold more moisture, resulting in shorter, more intense storm events. While no single flood can be directly attributed to climate change, this event aligns with scientific predictions for worsening weather extremes in vulnerable areas.
Look at those trees
Our
just ripped to shreds.
Deepest condolences go out to the people of Texas and to all those who have lost loved ones in this devastating disaster. May the souls of the departed rest in peace, and may the families and communities affected find strength, healing, and peace in the days ahead. In moments of tragedy like this, it is vital that we come together to support one another and contribute to recovery efforts in every way possible. If you found this report helpful and informative, please like it and
I mean, god damn. That is some of the crazy. I think, well, it's got to be the craziest flooding that I've ever seen. I mean, I remember seeing videos of like the tsunamis in like Japan, and to be fair, they are like you can't even comprehend them either. But this isn't a tsunami. This is a flood from flash floods, like from rain. How the hell is that fucking causing this? That's so crazy. I just can't wrap my head around it. It's so insane. But yeah, man, it's obviously devastating, and to the poor people affected, it's just, I can't even imagine. Like, imagine you're going for your 4th of July celebrations with your family, and then you lose your life, or someone you know loses their life, or you're going to a club, or like the club that the girls were at, and then you're a parent, and then you just, like, you're assuming your daughter's gonna have the greatest weekend or whatever. They're just gonna enjoy themselves, because that's the whole point, right? And then that shit happens. Like, it's so fucking shit. But that is pretty much it. I mean, there's still gonna be more coming out, and I know over 100 people have, like, been confirmed to have lost their lives. But yeah, it's just so sad, and I do wonder how long it will take to really be able to rebuild. I mean, the structures, of course, that'll come over time, but yeah, the people affected, God knows how they're gonna recover from that. But like, imagine, like, you'd feel guilt for that. You get your kids to a club to enjoy themselves, and then this happens. Like, you shouldn't feel guilt, but imagine the guilt and the sadness you would feel. It's just so fucked. But yeah, of course, if you're someone who's affected by this yourselves, I really hope you're able to, I don't know, you just get the help that you can and stuff. But yeah, prayers are with everyone affected, and that is pretty much it. Until next time, peace.